But okay, so welcome everyone. Thank you so much for coming. Today we are in a treat. One of my two good friends and colleagues, Christine Beck and Adam Weiser, are here to talk with us about what is a self-advocate, what they do in their lives, and what is Illinois Self-Advocate Alliance. I am finishing up my college year this year. I just finished my classes and I am now graduating this coming December 14th.
Congratulations.
Thank you. I work with Christine and Adam. They were both part of the Going Home Coalition, and both of them also work with the Illinois Self-Advocate Alliance. And they both have a really great story to tell you. Can you tell us a little bit about yourself?
Yes, hi, I'm Adam, and I am the project director of the Illinois Self-Advocacy Alliance. And I live in Evanston, and I am also an advocate, and I do statewide networking with other groups about advocacy.
Hi, I'm Christine Beck. I focus on organizational advocacy support with the Illinois Self-Advocacy Alliance. I live downstate Illinois, right across from St. Louis. And like Adam, I participate in all kinds of collaborations and do all kinds of projects, all focused around people with disabilities and having them have their voices heard.
It's really, really important for you guys to tell us about that. Can you tell us what is Illinois Self-Advocate Alliance?
The Illinois Self-Advocacy Alliance is a group for people with intellectual and developmental disabilities. And we want people to achieve their next in their life. So when they learn about self-advocacy, they are able to speak up and speak up for themselves.
Yes, thank you, Adam. The Illinois Self-Advocacy Alliance started in 2008, and we've been going since then. We are proud to be funded by the Illinois Council on Developmental Disabilities. We started the current grant funding cycle in 2022, and we will go for 5 years or until 2027. And during this 5-year grant cycle, the Alliance is focused on 6 things. We continue to focus on engaging in collaborations and learning and advocacy opportunities and in member group chapters. But we have 3 new areas that we are focusing on. Those are the Advocate Bureau, the LGBTQ plus empowerment groups, and youth and transition.
Wow, that's amazing that that's what the Illinois Self-Advocacy Alliance is doing. Why is being a self-advocate important to you?
Being a self-advocate is important to me because I am able to speak up for myself and for my needs and wants, and I am able to advocate and help others learn how to speak up and speak out for themselves.
And I am not a person with an intellectual or developmental disability, but self-advocacy is important. And I look for the opportunity to meet with people and help find out what they know about self-advocacy, what they don't know, what they still want to learn, and help them find their voice and use their voice to impact their lives and the lives of others.
That's wonderful, Christine. How do you help people speak out as a self-advocate?
We have different presentations we do, how to start a self-advocacy group, and let's learn about self-advocacy and alliance. And we go to different conferences and we talk there, and we just learn about other people as well, and we're able to communicate with them, and we're able to learn about what their organization is and how we can help them as well and collaborate.
Yes, and collaboration is the key, as Adam has mentioned. And it is important for us to provide a lot of different types of learning and advocacy opportunities because we don't know exactly what everybody is interested in. So we try to provide a wide variety, and maybe there's one or two things that people really get excited about and they want to take a dive into that and really learn a lot more and to speak out about that.
So, speaking out, how can people get involved in the Alliance?
The Alliance has a website. We're on Facebook. You can email us, and also we have email listservs, and we have the monthly newsletter as well.
Yes, thank you, Adam. There's a lot of different ways that people can be involved with the Alliance. Adam mentioned our Facebook page. You can go on to Facebook if you're on social media and look for us at Illinois Self-Advocacy Alliance. We also have a YouTube channel. You can check us out at Illinois Self-Advocacy Alliance. We have more than 150 recorded presentations. We also have a website, selfadvocacyalliance.org. We have a monthly newsletter that we put out. We have an email listserv. So if people want to share their email with us, we can send right to their inbox. Lots of different learning and advocacy opportunities. And you can reach us at info, I-N-F-O, at selfadvocacyalliance.org. Another really exciting event is coming up in January. On Wednesday, January 22nd, we are having our annual rally. It is free and it is virtual. And we hope that people are going to power up in 2025. New you, new levels. And we are focusing on employment, financial literacy, and self-care. And the virtual rally will feature an open mic speak out. So people will have the opportunity to practice their self-advocacy skills and speak up and speak out during the open mic portion. Again, you can get that information by emailing us at info@selfadvocacyalliance.org. And all of the activities and things that we provide through the Alliance are free.
Wow. The great events that are happening in the
Yes.
What kind of training do you do?
We have the Alliance Ambassador Leadership Program. We have the Let's Learn About Self-Advocacy and Alliance. We do dignity and pay training since it just passed to get the minimum wage up for people with disabilities, and we do just learning about other things in the community and contact our legislators when we need to.
Yes. And in addition to the trainings that Adam has mentioned, we also do trainings around healthy relationships and sexuality. And we partner with the Illinois Guardianship and Advocacy Commission to do a presentation on supported decision making.
Wow. Can you tell me more about that?
Well, supported decision making passed almost 3 years ago, or it actually passed 3 years ago, and it went into effect in February of 2022. And what supported decision making is, it's an alternative to legal guardianship, where a person with an intellectual or developmental disability, age 18 or older, can have something called a supported decision making agreement. And they can ask people in their lives to help them think through and help them make decisions. But with supported decision making, the final decision is always in the hands of the individual. Nobody will make that decision for them. They have to make it for themselves. So for people who might need a little support making decisions, like we all do, supported decision making can be a great alternative to guardianship.
That's wonderful.
Mm-hmm.
Do you have public speakers who are self-advocates?
We work with different people and they are also self-advocates. They speak up and speak out for themselves, and we are able to help them if they need support.
Yes. And in addition to Adam being a public speaker, our advocacy coordinator, his name is Tavares Wesley. He's also one of our presenters and public speakers. We also hire other self-advocates to help co-present presentations. And when people contact us, or we meet people who say, you know what, I would like to try doing public speaking, we work with them and we help them to become public speakers and to do co-presentation, and people get paid to do that. And so it's really important when people have a dream or have a goal of becoming a public speaker, that we recognize that and we support people in that. With our Advocate Bureau program, different statewide entities can request a self-advocate to be a presenter or sit on a board or a committee or a work group, or maybe review some resources. So we have our Advocate Bureau as well. But I think everybody can be a public speaker if they want to.
That is true. Do you have people with disabilities on your board?
Yes, we do. All of them have disabilities on our board.
Yes, we have a volunteer board of directors, and as Adam mentioned, each of our board of directors members identifies as a person with a disability. It really is nothing about us without us.
That's really good phrase. I love that.
Yes, we like that. We use that one a lot.
Definitely. Do you have time when you get together in person? Like, you guys like meet in person, like when you have your board meetings, or yeah, like that.
We usually do it virtually for board meetings, but as staff goes, sometimes we meet in person and we do things together. Yes.
Yes, so right now our board does meet virtually because they come from all different communities in Illinois. And the Alliance team, which consists of Adam as the project director, myself, Tavares Wesley, and Tara Ahern. We try to get together once a year to go over our programs and our goals for the year. And then we have had opportunities to have different regional events in person, but we really try to watch and make sure that it is safe to gather in person. Sometimes it is, and sometimes it isn't. So on that, it just depends. Safety is one of our top priorities. We want people to be able to attend things and to feel comfortable and safe.
I agree with that 100%, Christine. Are you connected to a national board, like a national group? Like an example, like NAS, for example, with their self-advocates. I just want to know if you're part of a national group.
So I can take that one on, Adam. Yes, we are not part of a national group. We are not part of a, say, a statewide chapter of a national group. However, we do engage and collaborate with national groups, whether it is SABE, S-A-B-E, Self-Advocates Becoming Empowered. It might be ASAN, Autistic Self-Advocacy Network, or some of those other national organizations. We have done presentations for Green Mountain Self-Advocates as part of SARTAC, S-A-R-T-A-C, which stands for Self-Advocacy Resource and Technical Assistance Center. SARTAC has a weekly self-advocacy meeting where people can join from all over, and they have speakers and they learn about really cool, amazing things. It happens every week on Thursdays at 12 noon Central Time.
Wow, that's really amazing.
It is really fun to go on some of those national meetings and hear from self-advocates and allies and find out what's happening in other parts of the country and sometimes other parts of the world.
Do you guys travel to Springfield for your advocacy alliance?
Sometimes we do, like in Dignity and Pay, we did, or I have for a couple presentations in Springfield.
So we wanted to
Yes.
know, so.
We have gone to Springfield. Most recently, it has been for the Dignity and Pay process. We went for a rally. We've been there for some press conferences and for some legislative hearings. We've also used the power of the internet to attend some of those hearings through our computers, either watching in or listening in.
That's really cool. You mentioned something about ambassadors. Could you tell me more about that? I'm very interested in that.
The ambassador leadership is a 6-section where you learn about advocacy. You learn how to speak in the community or do different engagements, like going out in the community or doing a elevator speech. It's just those are a couple of things we learn, and then they are able to join the bureau, the advocate bureau. Yes, and they are able to help out with the lines when they need to.
Yes, thank you, Adam. What Adam was saying is we call it the AALP, and that's short for Alliance Ambassador Leadership Program. It is a 6-section program designed to help self-advocates from where they are right now to achieve their next in terms of self-advocacy, public speaking, and leadership skills. Our own Tara Ahern developed the AALP, and it has been used all over Illinois. And she developed the curriculum, and we also have a facilitator's guide that goes along with it. And if people are interested in learning more about the AALP, they can just email us at info@selfadvocacyalliance.org. The curriculum is free. People can modify it as they need to make sure that it is working for each person who wants to do the curriculum. We think it's amazing, and we would love for other people to try it out.
Is that how you could get connected to that? The AA, is it the AAL?
The AALP, yes, just email us at info@selfadvocacyalliance.org. Let us know you're interested in the AALP. We can either set up a phone call, we can set up a Zoom meeting, so we can explain a little bit more about it and see if it's right for you.
Can you, one last question. What would you say to folks that are watching this video now to become a self-advocate, to learn about what Illinois Self-Advocacy Alliance is? Can you tell us, like, specifically, how can they get involved in all this?
Well, like we mentioned before, you can email us at info@selfadvocacyalliance, and then you can also email us through our listserv. You can look up our monthly newsletter, and you can just also, if you want to set up a Zoom call or something, you can email us as well.
Thank you, Adam. Thank you, Christine, for joining.
Thank you for having us.
You're welcome. This is amazing. I can't believe I'm with two incredible people that I worked with and part of the Going Home Coalition. They both have really great stories, and I'm happy that they came and joining us. So thank you.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you.
You're welcome. I think